All right, Shalom. Give all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakah Kodash. Give honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that teach well and rule well, the leaders of Israel, and Shalom to the elect. Salakia. Yeah, with this government shutdown, we know everybody that's in this truth, in this faith. We know America is on its last legs. You know, this is from December 10th. This is an article on Ock sent me this. I'm just gonna skim through it real quick. All right. In a new report from the President's National Infrastructure Advisory Council and published by the Department of Homeland Security, the government is urging the public to prepare for the up to 6 months without electricity, transportation, fuel, money, and health care. DHS is warning that the electric grid is now the prime target of terrorists. It says Americans need it says the slack it. And it says Americans need to be prepared for a power outage of up to 6 months. The report says that people no longer keep enough essentials within their homes, reducing their ability to sustain themselves during an extended, prolonged outage. We need to improve individual preparedness. Slack you. I'll read this next paragraph. It says the report titled "Surviving a Catastrophic Power Outage" warns that an attack will most likely come with little to no notice and could cause complete chaos for at least half a year. Let me read that again. The report titled "Surviving a Catastrophic Power Outage" warns that an attack would likely come to little to no notice and could cause complete chaos for at least a half a year. Long duration, lasting several weeks to months, at least 2 months, but more likely 6 months or more, due to physical destruction to equipment such as transformers or transmission lines, or the severity of the event resulted in limited workforce to repair damage or inability to create or transport replacement parts, said the report. I'll just read this last paragraph, then I'm going to get to some scriptures, Lord willing. It says the report recommends Americans have enough supplies on hand for a minimum 14 days, a number that now seems grossly inadequate considering the threat and the timeline for reestablishing essential services after an attack. This is definitely Jacob's trouble. Like Elder Apostle Tahar, I believe he said that it could last 6 months. And that's right on point with this article. So Jacob's trouble, is right around the corner with this government shutdown. It's like a domino effect, like the Akim say. The government shut down, so what is that going to affect? That's like it says in the news, and it's clear. It affects WIC. It affects food stamps. Social Security checks. It affects I said food stamps. Tax refund checks. Jake, we rely on that heavy. You know, I'll read this last paragraph. One more paragraph. It says the report is the second in the last month to warn of a profound threat to the U.S. electric grid from terrorisms and events like a solar storm or solar flare. A prior government report also recommended presidential action to protect the grid from attacks. You see, so these prophecies is in the year 2019, they come into pass quickly. You know, I think the government shutdown started in December. December 22nd, and it's getting worse day by day. If you're keeping up with the news. Yeah, I'm gonna get Ezekiel. Actually, I'm gonna start off with the Jeremiah. Jeremiah 30:7. It says, "Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it." The elect. The elect of Israel. That's what these scriptures are all for. The elect of Israel. We're going to be saved out of it. Even if we do face death, we're going to be risen up from the dead. And we'll be risen up from the dead and beamed up in them chariots before destruction. Matthew chapter 24, verse 21, it says, Matthew chapter 24, verse 21, For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be. So this day is going to be the greatest or the worst day in history. The elect, Lord, and I'm part of that number. We are waiting for this time of Jacob's trouble. It's going to be one of the best times of our life. Even though it's going to be a terrible time, but it's going to be one of the best. It's going to be one of the best times in our life because, we don't have to get up and go to work. You know what I'm saying? We don't have to take care of bills and all that stress. Only thing we gotta be worried about is survival.